Hey, and welcome to this little budget where we save for the big things in life on a little budget. My name is Natasha, and I am working to become debt-free slowly but surely and learning to just be more financially responsible. If you are a returning subscriber, hey Budget Buds. Thank you for coming back for yet another video, and this is a very impromptu video, and you're probably wondering, girl, what's going on based on the title? Well, let's get into it. So first, let me say I apologize if I sound sniffly, or we'll be doing that throughout. I just got back from a retreat for work in Colorado. It was my first time in Colorado. Hey to any budget buds that I have that live out in Colorado specifically. We were an hour outside of Denver in Bailey, Colorado. Beautiful place, super cold. Definitely had a hard time adjusting to the altitude, and pretty much I got back today's Sunday, the 20th, and it's just kind of like I got the sniffles, and so I apologize if I sound crazy. But anyway, so I am going to answer your question right now, and I'm going to say no. I am not quitting the 100 envelope challenge again. I'm not doing that. I'm having way too much fun saving. But a light bulb kind of went off in my head on one of my many sleepless nights because I had a hard time sleeping while I was in Colorado. I wanted to watch HBO Max or Netflix, one of the two. And I realized that when I received my new debit card, I never changed over my subscriptions. So I was doing that, changed over some subscriptions. I actually canceled some subscriptions. So there should be some more money back in the budget. And I got an email with my credit card statement from my last credit card. And it was lower than I expected. So if you've been watching my videos, particularly my budget with me's, you would see for that city card, I would budget sometimes like $360 or $350, and then the minimum amount would be like $349 or $330, or something in the $320s. And I noticed it was $312 for my April statement, and so I was like, that's pretty low. It's the lowest it's been in a really long time since the balance had been this high. And I was just like, I want to see if I can lower that or get the minimum payment under $300, right? And I was just thinking like, well, I have $230 in my debt snowball envelope. I'm trying to hold on to that $200 to make a interest-free payment towards my student loans. Still waiting to hear back if my student loans are going to be forgiven or not. And then I was like, well, what about the money from my, oops, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. What about the money from my 100 envelope challenge? So I am doing the 100 envelope challenge. I have 100 envelopes. They are labeled in multiples of 10, so 10 through 100, and then I have 10 sets of that for a total of $5,500. If you've watched my savings challenge or for 2021, 2022, and I'll make sure that it is linked, I was going to be saving this. I started back in November of 2021, and 3,000 of the 5,500 was going to debt. So when I had finished the challenge, I had gotten all the money, stuffed it, unstuffed it. 3,000 of it was going to go to whatever debt I still had. But then I was just like, I can take it out in increments of 1,000. And when I get to 1,000, unstuff and pay. So that is what we're going to do. So no, I'm not quitting. I actually enjoy saving. It is extremely motivating to me to see and have the physical money and save it, put it in the envelope. I know some people will be like, well, wouldn't it do more good if you just take the money budgeted for the for stuffing the envelope and just pay it directly to whatever the debt is? Yeah, possibly, if that works for you. But the constant throwing money at debt can be very discouraging. And I realized that my relationship with money, prior to starting this journey, I just really had to think about what my triggers were and what would keep me going. And stuffing this money, watching it accumulate, watching it grow, that's what keeps me going. But I want to get out of debt, or I want to lower my debt faster. And so I figured I can save in increments of 1,000. And when I reach my 3,000 goal of the 5,500, I know that the rest of the money is for me to treat myself, as well as put towards the house and my sinking funds. So I'm just going to modify what I'm doing. So let's get to the unstuffing. I'm not even going to pull out tray or anything. I just have a rubber band so that the envelopes that are unstuffed, I will rubber band so that I can still, let me catch my words. I can still see the envelopes that I've completed and count that towards the amount stuffed when I do my tally, whenever this box is done. And then I'm going to just put it in this envelope, and tomorrow I'm going to take it to the bank and I'm going to make that payment, which I'm really excited about, like super excited. I feel like my excitement is like I'm getting the money, but I guess lowering debt means in the long run I will be getting money. So anyway, so I think I need to unstuff all of this, which I believe this is 19 envelopes. So this is 10 through 100, and then 10 through 90. So let's get the unstuffing. I may fast forward through all of this. This is going to be a really quick video, guys, but the light bulb just went off on one of my many sleepless nights, and it just made sense for me to do that so that I can try to get that minimum payment under a certain amount, and also lower my interest, lower the interest that I'm paying towards it, right? Because most of that 300, or a little over 300, more than half of that goes to interest. And so I'm not really making a huge dent just paying the minimum. So I figured this would be a great motivator for me to, one, keep stuffing this challenge, as well as I don't have to wait until the end. I can just keep track and do it in increments of 1,000. And so that feels really good. All right. We've unstuffed the first 10 envelopes. So, guys, let me know if you're doing something similar, like you just take the money that you would put towards a savings challenge. Do you just automatically put that towards debt? Or do you save up and then make a huge debt payment? Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to hear how you all are tackling paying down your debt. That is something I am interested in. I was taking a short break in the debt snowball after I paid off my Walmart card, but I was just like, seeing that minimum payment go down was just like a huge motivator for me to just say, you know what the heck. All right, so I'm going to take these empty envelopes. I am going to rubber band them together because this signifies my first 1,000 saved. If I were to pull out my tracker, which it'd be too much for me to grab that now, this was essentially, because there are 19 envelopes, there are 10 envelopes in each row, this was basically 2 rows. So I know that when I can complete another 2 rows, that will be another 1,000 or technically $1,100 milestone. I will unstuff again, and I will put that money into the bank and make another debt payment. So for now, I'm going to put this in the back to signify the amount saved. And then these are envelopes. So I have 10 through 60 here. So 4 more, 70, 80, 90, 100 will finish another row. And then I have the start of another row and another 10 here. So I'll be saving up some more till I get to that next $1,000 mark. So we can go ahead and close this and put this off to the side. So let's go ahead and count. We should have 1,000. And I'm so excited to do this. Here goes 1, 52, 53, 54, 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 900, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. So this is indeed $1,000. I'm going to take this to the bank and I am going to make that payment as soon as I check. Even though I know it's cash and cash is usually available right away, I love to just check my balance or check my account right after I make the deposit. Just so that I know the money is actually there before I make any moves. And I am going to make a $1,000 payment towards my card. If you're new here, that balance, this is my last credit card. And so I'm working just to get rid of all of that consumer debt. And then I still have student loan debt that I'm working on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, will be forgiven. And then I have my car loan. It is important for me to get rid of all of my credit card debt. This one is the highest balance and it is $14,000. Long story. I'm not proud of it, but I'm actively working to get rid of it now that I'm taking the first step in making an extra payment towards that besides just the minimum. So again, I know this video was impromptu. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, please comment. And if you are new here, please consider becoming a budget bud and hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, I will be back to my regular scheduled videos at the end of the month where I do my budget with me for my second and last paycheck for the month of March. I will cash stuff my cash envelopes and my sinking funds, as well as stuff my savings challenges for the last time for March. And we will close out to see how much I was able to save in my sinking funds, as well as how much I was able to eliminate from my debt. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, bye, budget buds.